I was looking like this at 20 years old and I had Uranus on my ID card. So what would you do as a bartender? What's up guys, it's Uranus and today I wanted to talk about Shauna Rae. Now Shauna is a 22-year-old woman that still has the appearance of an 8-year-old child. She is only 117 centimeters tall, she still has a childish voice and she has a severely underdeveloped body. Unfortunately, when she was a baby, at 6 months old, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor and they had to do chemotherapy on her. Now, luckily, the treatment worked and she beat cancer, but unfortunately, it damaged her pituitary gland. The pituitary is a small gland in our brain right behind our eyes. Now, it might only be the size of a green pea, but this thing is like the command center of major hormones in your body. It dictates growth, sexual maturity, your metabolism, water balance, blood pressure, and a lot of other features. How do I know this? Well, because of complications at birth, my hormonal command center up here got damaged and I found myself stuck in the body of a child when I was 25 years old. I only started my puberty when I was 25 and I started hormonal replacement therapy. So the story holds a special place in my mind because I know how that little fucker up here can mess with our bodies and I know how it is to be different. TLC made a new family series centered around Shauna's life and story and it's set to premiere next year. I actually heard about this story for the first time in my local newspaper, so the story actually went around the world. Now TLC released a short trailer for it and let's watch it together and analyze it.
If you were to look at me, you would think I'm just a normal little girl doing normal little girl things with my fun, crazy family.
I have no clue what lane you're in.
Because you're supposed to sit up.
I am sitting up. I still can't see over the dashboard.
But the truth is, I'm not a little girl. I'm a woman. A 22-year-old woman. Stuck in the body of an 8-year-old.
We can't have children at the bar.
I can relate to this one. How many times didn't that happen to me? I was 20 fucking years old on this picture right here, and trust me, I know all about bartenders not believing your age. If it was a fancy place, sometimes even after showing my ID card, they would still throw me outside because they thought it was fake. I mean, when you think of it, I was looking like this at 20 years old and I had Uranus on my ID card, so what would you do as a bartender? I couldn't even buy tobacco in my 20s to smoke my pot with without the guy asking for my ID card every single time.
I want to get a tattoo.
How old are you?
There is an age requirement.
I'm 22.
Shauna was 6 months old when we found out she had brain cancer.
My pituitary gland was rendered almost dormant because of the chemotherapy. The doctor told me I was done growing, my bones were fused, and my height is 3 feet and 10 inches.
I feel, I guess, almost guilty that she will have to go through this for the rest of her life. So all I can do is protect her.
Even though I physically can't grow up, I desperately want to be treated like a grown-up.
What are we going to say in your bio?
My relationship status is single. I'm short, leave me alone. I attract creeps, and idiots. It is scary to put myself out there, but you have to put some risk in to get happiness. So today I am going on a blind date. Hi, I'm Shauna.
Hi, Shauna. I thought that I was being punked to something at first.
I do desire more independence for my family because I can't go anywhere without them asking questions.
Who are you going to the brewery with? Who's driving? When are you going to be back? Be careful.
I've tried to put my foot down with my parents about doing more independent things. They're gonna buy a house, and then there's gonna be like an addition, and that's where I'm gonna live.
I don't know if I'm ready to let her go, but she needs to be let go.
No.
Yeah.
You have to tell them no.
I'm working on my independence. People tell me I'm a fun drunk. Like something like that.
Yeah. You're a natural.
And I'm determined to make this year my year to shine.
I don't understand, if the pituitary is almost dormant from the chemotherapy, why not replace the hormones that the pituitary is supposed to produce by synthetic hormones, especially if it's diagnosed at such a young age? She says her doctor told her that her growth plates were already fused, and I don't understand how that's possible. Normally your growth plates start fusing at the peak of your puberty because of the increase in estrogen. In my case, I kept on growing well into my 20s because I lacked the necessary hormones to fuse my growth plates. If I had received treatment much earlier, like at 16 or 17, I would never have been as tall as I am right now. Now, in her case, I don't understand how her growth plates could fuse so early, unless the chemotherapy somehow induced her growth plates to start fusing. But they're saying that she had the cancer when she was a baby, but she still grew to 117 centimeters. So I'm wondering why she wasn't put on growth hormone or IGF-1. If you don't know IGF-1, it stands for insulin-like growth factor. It's made by our liver from the growth hormone that is being produced by our brain. If the brain is not working properly and not producing growth hormone, you have a serious problem, because IGF is needed for the growth of every cell in the human body. Now there's a medication called Increlex. It's basically IGF-1. In my country it's very expensive, but it's being used only in severe cases of IGF deficiency in children. So it would have been perfect in her case with a pituitary that doesn't work properly. Unless their doctor at the time refused to prescribe AGH or IGF therapy because they were afraid that if they gave her that treatment, the cancer might come back again. IGF-1 basically stimulates the growth of every cell in your body, good or bad. So if you have cancer cells in your body and you're taking IGF, basically you're fucked. That would really be a tough decision as a parent, man. Not give your child the treatment and know that she will never fully grow, or give her the treatment but take the risk that the cancer might come back. That's really a tough and difficult choice. I like that she has a positive attitude and she radiates a really good energy, because it really must be hard to live with her condition. Especially school time must have been really challenging, and even work time must be challenging too. I can relate to that. When you look different, people don't give you the respect that you deserve. I'm really curious to know more about her story and to see how she's dealing with life now and how the condition is affecting her. For me, I was sick and undiagnosed until I was 25 years old, but now I can live a perfectly normal life thanks to pills and injections. She seems to have a really solid support group from her family, and that's really important. Let's see next year how the story unfolds on TLC. I hope we will get more insights into her medical condition and what treatment they are giving her and what treatment they gave her during her evolution. Especially I want to know why she wasn't put on AGH therapy or IGF-1 therapy. I'll make a video update once we know more about her condition. Alright, that's all for today. If you want to know more about my personal transformation, I put a link to my videos in the description. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Shauna's story. Subscribe if you like the content, and thank you for watching. Uranus out. What the hell is being normal anyway? Babe! Babe! What is being normal?